This video is sponsored by the High Club, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, you live good. So start living good today by joining the High Club and clicking the link right in my description. We've got some movement in the EV market, guys, especially in one of our favorite SPACs that we've been talking about on this channel, Churchill Capital, or CCIV. After a nice run up thanks to the Wall Street Bets and Reddit community jumping from $19 to $23, we're seeing Lucid now try to capitalize on that momentum by announcing that the voting has just begun for their merger deal with CCIV and should end on July 22nd. So now what does this all mean for CCIV's stock price? And is it too late to get on that CCIV rocket ship? Well, I'm going to be discussing all that in this video today. But before I do that, I need you all to do me one big favor. I mean, come on, it's just one favor. And that's pound that like button. I mean, it really helps this channel out. And then I need you to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this on investing, savings, stocks, dividends, money, credit, cryptocurrency, and just personal finance overall. I'm Lorenzo James, and you all are now watching The Handsome Investor. Wagwan everyone, and welcome back, handsome investors. And I hope you're having a green week, or at least some of you are having a green week with this big reversal now heading into the stock market. Now moving from recovery plays to growth in tech stocks now. Even the SPAC market has taken a beating this week. Well, not all SPACs, that is. While most SPACs are taking a beating right now, CCIV is on the rise. And I know what you all are wondering, is CCIV still a stock on clearance, baby? Well, why don't we discuss it? So for all of you who aren't aware, CCIV is actually a SPAC that's going to be merging with the EV company Lucid Motors to bring Lucid Motors to the public market. And now after approval from the SEC, Lucid Motors and CCIV has now begun the voting process on this merger deal. And if you actually had shares in CCIV before June 20th, you can definitely vote on this merger deal. And yes, for all of those that are wondering, if this merger deal does go through successfully, then your shares of CCIV will automatically be transferred over to Lucid Motors shares, new ticker symbol LCID. But as we've seen this week with Beachbody Company, some of those shares might take a few days before they transfer over. Just something to keep in mind. But with that being said, if everything does go well with this merger deal, then we should see Lucid Motors as a public company on the New York Stock Exchange on July 26th. And I think that's when we're going to hear more about the release of Lucid's first vehicle, the Air Dream Edition, which they already sold out of pre-orders for. See, I think they were just waiting for this merger deal to go through before they actually announced the release of this vehicle, which the CEO of Lucid Motors, Peter Rollins, kind of confirmed when he said the vehicles will be ready for delivery in the near future. And he even made projections of shipping out 570 vehicles this year, which kind of caused a lot of uproar in the CCIV stock community and sparked this lawsuit that took place that you can see more about in my recent CCIV video. But what I do like about this is they can actually hit that mark of delivering 570 vehicles this year, and they'll be bringing in $97 million worth of revenue from this vehicle. And they was able to raise enough money from this merger deal to already cover them till 2023. So any money coming in from this vehicle would just be extra to go towards their growth. Not only that, Peter Rollins also discussed selling over 10,000 pre-orders of their future vehicles that will be coming out in early 2022. So that means that there's a real demand for these Lucid vehicles, especially since Elon canceled the Tesla Plaid Plus series. And to keep the talk on Lucid going, this week Lucid decided to open up another flagship store in the heart of New York City. And yes, guys, I'm going to actually be doing a tour of this flagship store later on this week. So if you haven't already, pound that subscribe button to get that video in the near future. But I'll be able to discuss more on this flagship store once I visit it myself. But all these reasons is exactly why CCIV's stock price has been on the rise lately. But is this growth sustainable? Well, CCIV's history hasn't been the greatest. We even seen it on the live stream on this channel where we watched CCIV drop from $60 all the way to $30 after they announced the valuation for their merger deal. Well, I wouldn't look for a drastic drop like that again now that Lucid Motors is more of an operational company now. But keep in mind there are a lot of day traders that are buying into this stock now ahead of this merger deal. And here's a little theory I have on why I think we'll see another price drop in CCIV before the merger deal actually takes place. You see, I believe the day traders that are jumping on the CCIV bandwagon right now are going to get a little impatient when there isn't any news or media covering Lucid Motors to cause this stock to continue to grow throughout the next weeks. So I think we'll see a sellout happen and they'll try to buy back closer to the merger date. And if this does happen, it would open up a nice window, maybe a small window of a buying opportunity for us to get CCIV stock price between $23 to $25 in my opinion. But you might get a better opportunity post-merger. You see, SPACs have taken a beating post-merger, with a lot of people starting to cash out on their profits from buying in on the SPAC so low. Not to mention pipe investors unloading their shares onto the market. We've already seen it with SPACs like Playboy, SoFi just had a pullback, and we've even seen it with the stock that we've been watching heavily on this channel, Beachbody Company. And I do think we can see the same happen with CCIV, with many cashing out on their profits post this merger deal, especially those who were able to get in CCIV at around $15. You see, I use $15 because that's how much their PIPE investors actually paid for their shares. But if you're someone that's diamond handing CCIV or Lucid Motors for the long term, then I wouldn't pay attention to any of these dips at all. In fact, I think once CCIV or Lucid Motors starts delivering vehicles, then this stock is going to well be over the $40 threshold. Which is why at every dip, I'm buying. But please keep in mind that I myself am not a financial advisor and none of this information is financial advice. You see, this video is merely for entertainment and educational purposes only, just giving you all an update on the CCIV and Lucid Motors merger, and letting you all know what I plan to do post-merger and prior to this merger deal taking place. But I still advise everyone do their own research before investing into any companies today. But if you are ready to get started investing, then don't forget to click the link in my description to sign up for Coinbase, where now Coinbase is giving away $10 worth of free Bitcoin to everyone who signs up today using the link in my description. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and sign up for Webull, where you get 2 free stocks that can be valued up to $1,600 after funding your account with $100 or more. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and sign up for Robinhood as well, where Robinhood is now doing a promotion where they're giving away 3 free stocks, and those stocks can be valued up to $500. And then you can go ahead and sign up for M1 Finance, where M1 Finance will actually give you $30 after depositing $100 just to help you get started investing today. And if you want a High Club shirt like this, you can become a High Club member by clicking the link right in my description. But then go ahead and pound that subscribe button for all that free money that I'm giving you today. So, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this every week on investing, saving, stocks, dividends, money, credit, cryptocurrency, and just personal finance overall, then you know what to do. And if you don't, then I'll leave it right over there for you. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all again in my next video, or in my stock for breakfast updates that I do every morning that the stock market is open from 9:10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. But I'm Lorenzo James, and this is The Handsome Investor.